She then talks about Jezebel. And she's mixing up stories, which this is not about Nebuchadnezzar. Jezebel was the wife of Ahab. And this just shows, had she actually read it, she would know that she is acting like Jezebel. I'm not talking about what she does in this video, the twerking or any of that. I'm talking about the ride or die, do anything for my man, look past his deviant behavior, be a deviant right along with him, and tell him everything he does is right, and sticks by his side through all his wrong. That's Jezebel. And she's a Jezebel. When she was calling out the girl with the blue hair, she tried to call her a Jezebel.
But don't ask me a question. Respond to what I said.
Okay, so what do you want to
Don't
respond?
ask me a question. You didn't hear. That's why I said you hear, but you do not listen. If you listened, you would know the questions I asked.
You asked, the questions that you asked, if I'm going to be honest, I don't really have much to say to them. I'm going to be honest
But
with
don't
you.
claim Christianity if you're not willing to submit to when men are telling you. A lot of women are Christian feminists.
I'm not a feminist.
No, you claim Christianity when it works in your favor, but you put down men and say, you're rebellious.
Can I just
you're
ask,
rebellious.
when did I put down a man here?
You're rebellious.
When did I put down
you're
a man?
rebellious, and I'm calling it out. You're rebellious.
But when did I call a
You're
man
rebellious.
out? I'm not.
You're rebellious.
I'm not, babe.
Don't claim Christianity.
Don't
you're rebellious.
speak that over me, 'cause
no,
that's not
I'm
me.
speaking it over
Don't
you.
speak
Even
that
you
over me.
talking now,
Yeah.
you have no discipline because you can't sit and listen without opening your mouth.
Because I don't feel like
because
your
you're
points are
rebellious.
valid
No, I'm
to
telling you,
me.
you are antichrist and you are the Jezebel.
Okay.
Because of, they do it makeup, talking about how many men you've been with, lust and all of that. That has nothing to do with Jezebel. Jezebel was the queen alongside a wicked, it says in the Bible that Ahab was the most wicked king of Israel. She would do anything for him. I'm not going to go into it because I've talked about this concerning Melanie before. Jezebel had a man unalived so her husband would feel better and he could take his inheritance. The man that died, it was his inheritance. He could not sell it because the king was willing to offer any price that he asked, but because of the decree of Israel, he could not give it to that king. So the king came in and he was sad and she wanted to know why. And she tried to offer. He could not. It's not that even if he wanted to, he could not. But yeah, she put certain things in motion where he would no longer be living. So the king could take the land. So that's the story of Ahab and Jezebel. She was a ride or die chick. She would do anything for him, even commit murder, which she did. The king Ahab, he eventually was taken care of. He was dealt with. And she went out the window and fell from stories high, and then the dogs came and ripped her apart, ate her, and left nothing but her hands, and I think it was another part of her body. But yeah, that's the story of Jezebel. And people are always putting that label on women when that's not the correct label. Now, if she's a ride or die chick and she will do anything for her man over, not believing her children like Kevin Samuels said you should, if you are letting someone be domestically disciplined like Kevin Samuels suggested, if someone is not coming to you as a brother or sister, it also says in the Bible that when you have something to say, you're supposed to pull them to the side and have a personal, private conversation. And Kevin Samuels is setting up here dragging women and being disrespectful and calling them out of their names and being disgusting. And that doesn't line up with the Bible. But yet she is setting up here taking up for Kevin Samuels. She wants you to be Jezebel. She wants you to be ride or die. She wants you to shut your mouth. She wants you to do whatever the man says because he's the head, he's correct, he's right. Even though there's examples in the Bible where there were women who went against their husband because their husbands was dead wrong. And that was the right thing to do. You know, if she was supposed to follow him, if Jezebel was supposed to follow Ahab, nothing would have happened to her because she was only following Ahab. So why did she end up unalive? There's another story about a couple who lied and said they were going to sell their belongings. They were going to give the biggest amount. They hid money. They didn't give it because it would be spread among the group. And they didn't have to make that promise. But because they did, when they hid that money and it was revealed, the man was unalived. And then the prophets came to the woman and asked her, is this what happened? She had a choice to either ride or die for her husband and go the way her husband did, or she could tell the truth and be spared because obviously her husband took it upon himself and he was the authority to do this. But she made a choice to ride for her husband and she ended up unalive just like him. But this is the path that she wants to lead you down. Foolish woman laden with sin. You can look that up in the Bible too. This is her, and she is a Jezebel.
God damn it! I wanted this one to be for you. I wrote this one with her in mind, and well, you actually kind of answered this a little bit earlier, but so the question was, have you ever kissed a girl? I wanted you to pick up that card so that you can let us know.
I have not kissed a girl. Have you kissed a girl?
Absolutely. Okay. You ready? Go ahead.
Yes. Do you want me to kiss a girl? Y'all, I'm acting up. Oh, I'm spitting too, but I'm acting up.
So I guess this is Proverbs 31 woman behavior. Do you want me to kiss a girl? And I believe she would have done it.
Show me and the audience the last picture in your phone. You can't read, y'all. He's a pookie.
You want to hear my quick hood booger?
Yeah.
It's the opera version. Hey. It's short.
No, you can't see that.
Hey, this the rock one. Hey.